Today, Carthropology is going to visit the BMW Museum in Munich, Germany. This is part of a sizable corporate village for BMW, and it includes a headquarters building and a huge exhibit space called BMW Welt, which highlights some of BMW's latest cars and product ideas. Also behind me is the bowl-shaped building, which is the BMW Museum, and that is the main subject of our report today. The museum appears smaller than it is because a large portion of exhibit space is adjacent to the bowl we see, but it's slightly underground. The bowl is actually a little like the Guggenheim Museum in New York. It has a spiral ramp with exhibits all along the edges, and the whole architectural concept evokes movement and flow and excitement through the creative use of engineering and design. There are over 120 exhibits in the museum. This short 10-minute Carthropology report is only here to give you a taste of this exciting museum and what it has to offer, so we're not going to be able to cover everything, but we hope you enjoy the tour. One of the main themes of the museum is BMW's history. And while you may be greeted by an early roadster upon entering, docents are available to explain the origins of the company, from an engine maker to the developer of aircraft and jet propulsion systems, and finally to a manufacturer of motorcycles and cars.
That's why the company had to change the order. It started with the blue, the upper left, and then it was allowed to use these Bavarian federal colors for the new company's emblem. So it started with these aircraft engines, and then World War I got lost, and the company needed to find new products, because after they had lost World War I, it was forbidden for the country to keep on producing aircraft engines. And that's why the company had to find new products.
One of the most impressive galleries in the museum is the motorcycle gallery, which shows the development of the BMW motorcycle through the decades. The museum explores innovations in aerodynamics and technology, both in motorcycles and automobiles. The very popular 1939 BMW 328 exhibit shows early research in the crafting of lightweight metal alloy subframes, which were integrated with slippery aerodynamic design. This combination resulted in the fastest BMW built at the time. It was capable of comfortably cruising at 230 kilometers per hour. In an adjoining gallery, we see the same disciplines that produced the 328 in 1939 at work exactly 70 years later. The BMW Vision Efficient Dynamics display shows state-of-the-art uses of materials, engineering, and design to produce a modern hybrid car composed of carbon fiber, renewable materials, efficient power sources, and expressive design, resulting in BMW's vision of the future. Mass production successes like the 1964 BMW 700, which was designed by Giovanni Micheletti, and the lovable BMW Isetta attest to BMW's need to service post-war German consumers who didn't all have the deep pockets available to buy sexy sports cars.
The German Ford, if you want to say so, was the first car the working class people could afford by themselves after World War II.
The 1971 BMW 3.0 is displayed as an important milestone in the company's history. The 3.0 achieved impressive sales around the world and was also an exclusive high-performance automobile. The car firmly established BMW's present reputation as an advanced manufacturer of sporty drivers' cars. The ultra-sleek interior of the museum is a maze of bridges and passageways that allow visitors to travel quickly and speedily from exhibit to exhibit. Each gallery highlights thematic features of the company's accomplishments through time. In the engine gallery, propulsion systems for planes, jets, and cars are displayed like presentations in a Tiffany window. One can view with amazement and up-close intimacy the meticulous tooling and craftsmanship and the engineering that went into the creation of each engine. The typical BMW visitor is not only interested in engines. They want to see the race cars that the engines go into. And here, the museum delivers in spades. In this motorsport gallery, championship race cars from the American Le Mans series and races on the Nurburgring are provided for an up-close sense of how radically modified these cars are before they set out to slash times and break new performance records. One can even view the Spartan interiors, just imagining that you are Jörg Müller or Hans-Joachim Stuck pressing the car to its maximum limits to new performance records. There is no shortage of galleries highlighting the iconic cars in BMW's proud racing history. The exhibits are approachable and to a large degree tactile, and they span a breadth of time and racing venues from the F1 Le Mans to the Grand Prix to the Nurburgring. BMW's kinetic sculpture is comprised of 714 metal spheres, which at first appear to move in random chaos, but eventually find a complete form in the shape of an automobile. This sculpture is meant to presage the visitor's introduction to the design galleries, which exhibit clay studies, as well as a gallery with a full-scale mock-up of an actual BMW automobile.
The car is always built so that the architecture and the basic structure of the surfaces give an impression of precision and perfection. But on the other hand, it also has to show emotions, inviting, and express dynamics.
BMW highlights its interest in art and design by displaying its sponsorship of graphically driven art cars and gives a deft adaptation of how the Memphis architectural movement can be adapted to the style of the next generation of automobiles. Elsewhere, another design highlight is displayed in the Gina Light Vision concept car. This prototype's elasticated skin allows for a provocative, form-shifting automobile whose shape can be controlled by the driver. The BMW Museum is a modern cathedral built in homage to the car. It archives the dream of effortless travel. It documents how through the application of technology and design we seek to defy everyday physics, to crush our own limitations, and to make it seem comfortable and effortless all at the same time. All the toil, imagination, and dreams of car culture are here to enjoy if you are a historian, a gearhead, a race car lover, a design buff, or just simply inquisitive. It is all here for you. The BMW Museum is a celebration of the car as an extension of ourselves, our visions, our dreams, and our faith in a better future. Well, that about does it for our report today. from the BMW Museum in Munich, Germany. Carthropology wants to thank you for coming along and watching this brief 10-minute overview of an incredible museum, a great resource, and something worthwhile seeing if you're ever in the area. If you enjoyed this report, and if you feel you know something that you didn't know 10 minutes ago when you first logged on, please show us your support by subscribing to Carthropology, and ask 1 million of your other friends to do the same thing. That will keep us going, and that will sustain us. Thank you again from Carthropology, and Auf Wiedersehen from Munich, Germany, and the BMW Museum.